Here at Stadelheim Prison, which is still an operating prison today, is where Hans and Sophie and their friend Christoph Probst passed into eternity. It was here that they were imprisoned and beheaded for standing up against Hitler's Nazism and eugenics and trying to wake up Christians to take action and to push back. The executioner who dropped the blade to behead Hans and Sophie was later interviewed, and he said that Sophie went without the flicker of an eyelash. He said, none of us understood how this was possible. He said, I had never seen someone meet his end as she did. She understood that evil will always be evil. Stop blaming evil men. Look in the mirror and ask yourself why you're not doing anything. She would famously say that the real damage is done by all of those millions out there who just want to survive. It's the honest men and women who just want to be left in peace. Those who don't want their little lives disturbed by anything bigger than themselves. Those with no sides and no causes. Those who won't take measure of their own strength for fear of antagonizing their own weaknesses. Those who don't like to make waves or enemies. Those for whom freedom, honor, truth, and principle, it's just literature. Those who live small, die small. It's the reductionistic approach to life. If you keep it small, you'll keep it under control. If you don't make any noise, the boogeyman won't find you. But it's all an illusion, because they die too. You know those people who roll up their spirits into tiny little balls so as to be safe. Sophie said, safe from what? Life is always on the edge of death. Narrow streets lead to the same place as wide avenues. And a little candle burns itself out just like the flaming torch does. But I choose my own way to burn. Before her death on February 22nd, 1943, Sophie would tell her cellmate some of her final words. She said, how can we expect righteousness to prevail when there's hardly anyone willing to give themselves up individually to a righteous cause? Such a fine sunny day, and I have to go now. But what does my death matter if through us, thousands of people are awakened and stirred to action? According to the executioner, Sophie's final words with her head on the chopping block was, the sun still shines.